talaga naman meron hong mamimili na kung susunod o hindi susunod. Wala hong mangyayari sa atin nun.
And your people who would replace them would be ready to confront the problems, like they will screen carefully.
We will screen them as far as possible, no? But again, siyempre yung personal knowledge ko of the same. No? I don't know if you yourself will have 5,000 people that you know implicitly have complete integrity, have no skeletons in their closet. No? But we will try to get the best people to fill in all of these positions, both with either great potential or those who have already proven capabilities in the respective fields.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Royce?
Hi, sir. May tumawag na po ba sa inyo from the palace, particularly President Arroyo, outgoing President Arroyo, at meron na po bang scheduled meeting as part of the transition?
Wala pa akong scheduled meeting. We asked President Arroyo, sabi ko meron nung nakaschedule na excuse me, several interviews. Inuna ko po itong press conference and 2 interviews after that. We don't want to cause her any reason to wait. So we are scheduling some time after these interviews, no? Para naman na hindi natin siya pinaghihintay.
Okay. Sir,
Pero may nagsabi lang ho sa akin noon, wala namang formal notice na tatawagan tayo.
okay. Sir, isa na lang, gumawa na po kayo ng history as the first bachelor president. Magkakaroon po ba ng second history na magkakaroon naman ng first wedding sa Malacanang? At kailan po ito?
Kakausapin ko pa si Madam Maureen kung meron siyang prediction noon. Sa ngayon po, alam naman niyo, mula nung kampanya, bago nung kampanya, yan po ang kaisa-isang tanong na hindi natin nasasagot. Pipilitin natin masagot yan sa lalo madaling panahon.
Okay.
Says,
Mr. President-elect, good afternoon. How do you plan on reaching out to the military? Ngayon po ay maraming nag-aalboroto mga koronel at general gawa po ng pagka-bypass ng kanilang promotion at tila kayo po ang isinisisi ng AFP Chief of Staff sa ngayon.
Griping ho siguro talaga yung AFP Chief of Staff, no? But I think it should be clear that Congress was called to become the National Board of Canvassers. Ngayon, you cannot hold the session and at the same time the commissioner appointments will take several of the members present. Ngayon, with the caveat that I assume all who have been presented to the commissioner appointments, with the exception of the Chief of Staff, no, have no issues before them. After a cursory review or as clear a review as possible, we will resubmit their appointments so that those who are deserving will be considered and fulfill the requirements of the Constitution and thereby get their appropriate ranks.
With the exception of the Chief
With
of
the
Staff?
exception of the Chief of Staff, who at the present time, with these comments and insinuations, does not indicate a harmonious relationship with us. No? And I think there have been intermediaries. He knows where I am coming from. I understand what he needs. We will work for the betterment of the institution and the stability of the country.
Do I take it to mean, to follow up, Mr. President, that he will not be the Chief of Staff?
He will not be the Chief of Staff.
And another question, final question. Do you see, nakikita niyo po bang tila bilog ang mundo dahil ang nagproklama po sa inyo ang siyang nagkulong sa inyong ama at hinihinga ng permiso ng inyong ina para bumisita po noon sa Fort Bonifacio?
In fairness po, no, siya po yung masabi nating administrator ng martial law. Pero as far as my dad is concerned, I think my mom is on the record as having said that everything had to be directed to President Marcos himself if it is with regards to my father. Ngayon sa bilog ang mundo, in fairness to the Senate President, he did champion the role of the Senate in this last year or so with regards to the C5 issue, with regards to the PSE issue, amongst other things. With expending political clout and at political expense to him, he did champion issues that were also advocacies that I also hold to.
So bygones will be bygones.
So long as we are working for the betterment of the people, I don't see where we should be engaging in conflict that does not produce tangible, positive results for the people. In that connection, Governor-elect Amy Marcos texted me yesterday, and I did tell her that they can count on me to do right by her and especially by her constituents. So long, again, as it redounds to the benefit of the people.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Hill?
Hill Kabakungan, Philippine Daily Inquirer. Mr. President, what will be your first official act?
Well, I think the first official act will be to convene the cabinet after assuming office, give them the marching orders, and the marching orders primarily will concentrate on know your respective departments and find out exactly the state of the nation as far as your cabinet, as far as your portfolio is concerned.
How about your offer for reconciliation? Does it include the President Arroyo?
There is, my mother proposed, di ba? Reconciliation with justice. I have had a lot of promises in the campaign, especially the idea of change. No, it cannot be business as usual. If we are gonna just replace people like in a game of musical chairs, I think I would have disappointed everybody who made this victory possible. Therefore, there has to be closure on so many issues.
So will we expect justice in your administration?
We will really strive for it. We have been striving it even before we decided to run. I think as president, excuse me, as president, we will be in a position to effect the necessary changes. With the backing of the people, I don't think anything is possible, or impossible rather.
Good afternoon, Mr. President-elect. I'm Baby Lynn Cacho Resulta from Far East Broadcasting Company. You started your presidential quest significantly on a spiritual level because you went on a spiritual retreat. May we know how much of your religious and religious convictions will you apply in the running of the government and in curbing corruption in the bureaucracy?
I guess, number one, the fundamental principle that and belief that my church holds to is that we are our brother's keeper. Therefore, to those who have been most dispossessed, those who are powerless, that has to be the priority of government, number one. Number two, at times when I feel that there is need for more resources, more skills, more talent than I possess, I always turn to prayer because I'm confident that as far as dealing, for the betterment of our people are concerned, God will be with us. So I want to be focused on that idea that those who have least in life should be the most, should have the most priority, taking to cognizance that we are our brother's keepers. And second, that I will not be daunted by the task ahead because we have been the source of nourishment, strength, and support has been prayer throughout the entire campaign. But at the end of the day, being a democratically elected president of a multi-religious country, I cannot impose my religious beliefs on each and every countryman of ours. That will have to be to the conscience of each and everyone.
Having said that, Mr. President, do we expect more food on the table of the poorer